incredible honor to stand before you today at the Harriet Tubman Cultural Center, a place named for a woman whose bravery, resilience, and unwavering commitment to freedom have inspired generations. Harriet Tubman, who was recently posthumously promoted to the rank of Brigadier General by Governor Wes Moore, stands as a towering symbol of courage and sacrifice. Her life reminds us that freedom is never free. It is earned, paid for in sacrifice, struggle, and unwavering commitment to a cause greater than oneself. And so it is fitting that we gather here on Memorial Day, a day when we pause, reflect, and honor those who paid the ultimate price for our freedom. I stand here not just as your speaker, but as one who has walked a similar path. As a member of the United States Military Academy's class of 1987, I had the privilege of being among the first decade of women to attend our nation's service academies. I walked the same halls as those who came before me, those who answered the call to serve, many of whom never returned home. Today we do more than gather, we remember. We remember our fellow Howard Countyans, Private First Class Stephen Adams, who died while serving in Vietnam, Second Lieutenant William Disney, who served in World War II, Staff Sergeant Kasanianak, who lost his life in the invasion of Normandy, or Captain Father Ignatius Matinowski, a Franciscan friar who served in the U.S. Army and lost his life in France during World War II, or Lieutenant Darren Pontel, who lost his life in the attacks of 9/11, or the Ridgely brothers, who lost their lives in Vietnam. We remember all the soldiers, regardless of whether they are from Howard County, from across our great state, or across this great nation. We remember all the soldiers who never made it home, the sailors and coasties who rest beneath the waves, the airmen who soared to the heavens but did not return, the soldiers who sacrificed fertilized lands here and abroad, and the Marines who stood their ground until the end. Since 1775, over 1.3 million U.S. military personnel have given their lives in service to our great nation. But we also remember those whose names are not etched on memorial walls, but who are forever etched in the hearts of our families. We remember the empty seats at dinner tables, the flags folded with solemn respect, and the photographs that grow older while their subjects remain forever young. Here in Maryland, a state steeped in the history of American defense, we have seen many of our own give their lives in service to our nation. From the rolling fields of Antietam to the modern battlefields of the Middle East, Marylanders have always answered the call. And as we gather in this cultural center named for Harriet Tubman, a woman who risked her life for the freedom of others, we were reminded that courage is not just something you were born with. It is something you choose. But Memorial Day is not just about remembering those who fell. It is about honoring those they left behind. The families of the fallen are part of that sacred legacy. They are the mothers who raised the child who would become a hero. The fathers who said goodbye, never knowing it would be the last. The children who grew up with stories instead of embraces. To the Gold Star families here today and to those watching from afar, your sacrifice is beyond measure. We see you, we honor you, and we stand with you. It is especially poignant to reflect on the life of Brigadier General Harriet Tubman on this day. Harriet Tubman was not just a conductor of the Underground Railroad, she was a freedom fighter, a nurse, a spy for the Union Army, and now recognized with the rank of Brigadier General. Her life is a reminder that the struggle for freedom is not just a story of the past, it is an ongoing mission. Those we honor today followed in her footsteps, serving and sacrificing so that others could live free. I learned at West Point that service is not just a calling, it is a commitment to lead with integrity, to stand with courage, and to never forget those who have gone before us. A woman, a veteran, and a daughter of two grandfathers who served in the United States Marine Corps and the United States Air Force, I know that the legacy of service is not just something we inherit, it is something we carry forward. So today, we stand in the shadow of Brigadier General Harriet Tubman's legacy, and I ask you, how will you honor those who have given everything? Will you take a moment to teach your children about the true meaning of Memorial Day? Will you comfort a Gold Star family? Will you ensure that the stories of the fallen are never forgotten? Because the greatest honor we can give them is not just our words, but our actions. Today we remember. Today we honor. Today we recommit ourselves to living lives worthy of their sacrifice. Thank you.